our backgrounds led us to Maharaj-ji. How about the Maharaj-ji has affected us
going forward?
After.
After being with him. You could say that everything in our lives was infused with him and how he changed us. But I was thinking about certain things that he said to each of us. Like he one time said to me, never go where there is no love. So I thought, that means I should stay here at the temple and stay with my friends and with Ramdas. And then over time, that came to mean, if I embody love, if I bring love with me, I can go anywhere, because there it will be. And then it's in these recent years, the whole matter of how about putting love in the foreground. It's not quite right, but in working in trying to bring these contemplative practices into these mainstream settings, the temptation in the beginning was to introduce meditation practice that would calm and clear the mind and help people have more insight, because in business or in law firms or whatever, that seemed pretty acceptable. It was still kind of out there, but it was pretty acceptable to have a more clear mind. And then, this is kind of a roundabout way, but I went to, in 96, in the middle of this, for some year, I went to Burma and to meditate in a monastery there outside Mandalay. And before I went, complicated, I ended up going to see this nun who lived in one of those abandoned temples a few miles away from Mandalay. And some monks at the temple told me how to get there and that I should go. And I went there. And she had been doing metta practice, or loving kindness practice, for 40 years. And so I got there and I sat down, and she came out of where she was living. And she was radiant. She was an orange, and she just lived there simply doing practice in that Asian way, and people would sometimes come to see her, but she wasn't like a big guru or anything. And she had one attendant. And she came out and she said, "What questions do you have for me?" And first I asked her, what's it like? What's it like after doing 40 years of loving kindness practice? And she said, "I never have a bad thought about anybody." I should hope so. But then then I said, I tried as much as I could in this really remote place in Burma to explain to her what I was trying to do in my work. And I asked her advice. And she said, "Love. It's about love. That's what everybody needs more of. You should teach about love." And when she said that, I realized that in a way I had been kind of not really fully being Maharaj-ji's message. That I was thinking, love, that's a little, Yeah. And I thought back in those ways when someone like that says something and then it all becomes present in the moment. And I realized that of all the really powerful moments, the moments where I really felt a transformation in someone in all these retreats and workshops and things we have been doing, the only ones I remember, the ones that really touched me deeply, were the ones in which someone's heart had just opened and they had experienced what I know as Maharaj-ji. So that's how I feel like these things come forward, I mean, he was all about love, but still he had given me that one line, and I've been working with it over time.